Okay, hopefully y'all can see me from this angle. But FYI, I am outside in the car because I thought it would be like a cool setting to be in the car. So y'all gonna hear cars driving past. Might hear a little thunderstorm, a little rain, because that's what the weather is right now. But basically, to start off this video, I want to start off by saying, if you are someone out there who has a fear of driving, just know one day at your own pace, you can gradually overcome that fear. Fear is something that will try to keep you locked in a box. It will try to keep you froze in life, and it will try to keep a hold on you until you finally face it and look it in the eyes and literally just overcome it. Like, that's all I can, like, that's literally how I can explain it. Like, it's almost like you got to train your mind to cancel out the voice of fear. Like, you got to train your mind to think otherwise about what it is that you're fearing. In this sense, I had a fear of driving. How I overcame it, we finna get into that.
Smaller niggas on Instagram like, damn, I need to call her.
Basically, if you don't know, but majority of you should know, some high schools offer driver's ed. When you turn like 15, 16, you're able to apply for it. Me, on the other hand, at 15 or 16, I was not ready to physically get behind the wheel and drive. So I was like, driver's ed, not in the lane for me right now. So I didn't end up taking driver's ed when I was in high school. So that kind of pushed me back from not driving at the age I should have been start driving. But, you know, I learned that we all move at our own pace in life. I wasn't physically, mentally, or emotionally ready to get behind the wheel. And so I didn't pressure myself. I had people around me that tried to pressure me into doing it, like family and friends, but I knew I wasn't physically ready for that. So I stayed in my lane and stayed doing what I was ready to do. But a couple years later, at the age of 24, I still was not behind the wheel. Like, every year I turned the new age, I was like, I'm gonna get behind the wheel. I'm gonna go take driver's ed, or I'm gonna go get my permit. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And I never did it. Like, I always said it, but I never did it. I just wasn't mentally ready. Like, I just wasn't mentally ready. And it wasn't a fear of, like, you know, seeing accidents happen and that being the fear. I think the fear was seeing how crazy people drive on the road, seeing like just the feeling of being in the back seat or being in the front seat and how somebody driving, how they turning, and all that type of stuff. Like, it was just things going through my mind. One thing about me, I'm an overthinker, so I think far ahead in life. Like, I can literally envision something and think about how it's gonna look in the future. Like, I'm an optimistic, I'm an overthinker. Like, my brain runs 100,000 miles per hour. Like, it's crazy, but like, it is crazy. But and then sometimes I notice that I tend to think the worst about things, but I'm trying to train my mind to think more positive about the outcome of something, or just don't worry about it at all. But that's a journey within itself. But let's get back on topic. But so I had real bad anxiety about driving. You couldn't tell me nothing. The most I could do was start your car. And one thing about me, I'm very observant. I'm a very visual learner. So it's not that I didn't know how to drive, it's that I wasn't physically ready for the motion of driving, the motion of me being the one being behind the wheel. I wasn't physically ready for that. And so I knew how to drive. I knew where the gas pedal was. I knew where the brake pedal was. I knew where the ignition was. I knew how to start a car. I knew how to turn somebody air on, their AC or the heat. Like, I knew all that type of stuff. I knew the what's this called, the gears and the shifts or whatever, the drive, park, the drive, reverse, park, neutral, all that type of stuff. I knew all that just by visually seeing my parents drive or whatever. But physically being ready to be the one that be behind the wheel was not for me. So let's get into the part of where I finally was like, enough is enough. I'm getting behind this wheel. I'm getting my driver's license, right? Mind you, I don't have my driver's license currently now, okay? But we're gonna get into that coming soon. But anyways, so basically how I start overcoming the fear of driving, first I had to sit myself down and realize that fear could no longer control my life. Like fear is a spirit that likes to hold on to you and control your life and literally put you in a box and lock you there until you finally break out and realize I can no longer be here. I can no longer let this continue to hold me back from where I need to be or what I need to be doing in life. And that's when I realized, like, driving, like I realized that I could no longer allow fear to keep me in the box locked, because I need to drive. Like, I got places to go, people to see, things to do. Like, I can't just be held in a box locked up because I got a fear of getting on a road and driving a car. I also had to train my mind that I'm in control of the vehicle. The vehicle is not in control of me. I also had to train my mind that I drive for me on the road and for others. Like I said before, one fear was seeing how crazy people drove on the road and stuff like that. And then the movement of the car in itself, the motion, was just too much for me, and my anxiety would go through the roof. But once I trained my mind, I kept saying to myself, Maisha, you are in control of the car. The car does not control you. You control how fast the car goes. You control when the car turns, all that type of stuff. And you have eyes to be focused here and there. Just make sure you're checking your surroundings, because you're not only driving for yourself, you're driving for others too, because some people don't care how they drive at the end of the day. So once I continue to train my mind and it's almost like daily affirmation. Like, you got to keep reminding yourself, it's almost like you're talking to yourself, but you got to keep reminding yourself daily that you can do this, you got this. Like, pray to God about it. Like, I prayed to God and was like, God, I gotta let this go. Like, I gotta let fear go, and I gotta live my life. I can't let fear keep holding me back and controlling me from the things that I need to do. And one of those things is driving. So in December, before January hit, I set a list of goals, and one of them was to get my driver's license. And to finally drive. And so when I was 24, I was doing a little bit of driving. Like, my mom would take me to parking lots, and she would help me learn how to park. She would help me learn how to just drive around a parking lot with like 10 miles per hour. Like, she would just help me do that. She helped me learn how to turn the car, stably without, moving it side to side or all that type of stuff. First thing I am going to say, when you do get over your fear of driving and you ready to get behind the wheel, but you want to start slow like I did, or however you want to start slow, go at your own pace. If you want to start in a parking lot or your neighborhood, choose somebody in the passenger who's going to be in the passenger seat with you. Choose somebody that is a family member or a friend, whoever you trust, that has a calm spirit to them. And when I say a calm spirit, somebody who's not gonna, if you make a mistake slightly, is not gonna yell at you, is not gonna scream, is not gonna jump and try to grab the wheel from you. Like, choose somebody who is gonna sit in the passenger seat, let you make a mistake, because you're gonna make a mistake, you're learning, and you're also trying to get over your fear. And if you have anxiety or nervousness, you're also trying to get over that. Choose somebody who is gonna keep you stay calm themselves, but also keep you calm in the situation. And that's why I chose my mother out of everybody in my family, because I knew she would stay calm. If I was to, God forbid, make a mistake, she would stay calm. She wouldn't yell at me, she would correct me, but allow me to keep going, because at the end of the day, she knew I had to face it, right? And so that's how I started to slowly progress and overcome my fear. I would drive home from family members' houses that were like not that far of a distance, maybe like 2-3 minutes away. My mother would let me do that. And then January of this year, I started to study for my permit test, and then I went and took my permit. I had to take it twice because, like I said, I'm an overthinker. And so the first time I got a couple questions wrong because I was overthinking the questions when I knew the answer, which was actually the answer. So I had to go back and take it a second time, but then I ended up passing it. So right now I do currently have my permit still. I'm gonna put a clip of the video that I made about that, that I posted on my TikTok. Hello, y'all there? Your girl got her permit at 24. Crazy, right? So let me tell y'all about the day I had yesterday and today. Baby, long story short, yesterday I went to the DMV yesterday to go take my permit test at 24 years old. I know, I finally did it right. I didn't pass the first time, but then I was like, you know what? That's just more opportunity to let me know that I gotta study a little bit harder, right? So I came home last night, and after recording that video of that Turkish pasta, baby, my butt studied. Okay, when I say I studied, and I went to go take it again today. And well, your girl passed. Y'all, I got my permit. Oh my God. The next step, get back on this road, practice driving a little bit more, go take my road test. Probably like, I'm gonna get probably myself like a month. Probably February, in the first or second week of February, I'm gonna schedule my road test because I want to give myself a month to at least get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Get comfortable. I don't want to rush it. I want to go in my speed, go in my pace. So I finally got my permit at 24 years old. It feels kind of like, dang, like, girl, you should have been had it. Yeah, y'all, like I was saying, I'm moving at my own pace in life. This is my life, not nobody else's. So yeah, long story short, I'm definitely gonna have my license. I'm definitely gonna do that road test before my birthday in August, before I turn 25. Like, get it together. But all them goals that I set the previous year, I'm gonna get my driving license. Yeah, 2025 is the year, baby. So let's get it, let's go. Y'all ready for this driving content? Cause I am, period. We on the road. Bye, y'all. And because I took the permit in February and I passed it in February, and then I said in that video that I was gonna take my test, my driver's test in March, and have my driver's license by my birthday. That didn't happen. My birthday was a couple days ago, so your girl is currently 25 years old without her driver's license, but yet she on the road, so it's okay. We getting somewhere. But anyway, so life happened in March. At the end of March, beginning of April, life happened. Something medically happened with my mother's health that put a halt to everything in life for me. So driving, getting my driver's license was not the first thought in my mind. The first thought in my mind was my mother and her health and taking care of her. And so that had put a halt to what I was doing. But as soon as she got back healthy and well, she is healthy and well, thank God. I started to get slowly back to me and focus on what I was doing while also still taking care of her. And so I was like, gotta get this driving thing done. So I got back on the road. I started like going with her to her appointments, and my auntie would say, hey, you want to drive home, or you want to drive us home or whatever, and I would drive home. I would take the street because I was not ready to take the freeway yet, and we're not ready to take the highway yet. Hold on now, you move a little too fast. That's too fast, mamas, right? And so I would drive home. I would drive us home on the street, and I was like, and every time I got home and parked the car, I was like, oh, look at me, like I can do this. I did this. Like that was nothing. Like that was slight. That was like, what was I had a fear of? Like what was I fearing? Like I would literally talk to myself like that. Like, girl, what was you fearing at the end of the day? Like, girl, please, you did that. Like, I would get us home, park the car, I'd be like, thank you, God, for getting us home safely and stuff like that. And I still do that to this very day. I pray that's another thing. I pray before I pull off, and I pray when I get home. I pray while I'm driving. Lord, I pray you get us home safely. I say my prayers and everything. And I just slowly started progressing. Like, my mother, with her medical condition, she can't drive right now, and they put her on hold from driving. So I was like, yeah, like, we got other family members that can drive her to her appointments, but they're not always capable because they have their own lives too. And I was like, this is the time where now I gotta lock in. Like, I have to lock in. And so I started getting my butt behind this wheel, started taking mama to her appointments, started going with them, and they would let me drive home. I would go to my hair appointment, nail appointments. My mama would let me drive there. I would drop her off at the nearest family member house, and I would drive to my appointments, come back and pick her up. And yeah, I done drove on the highway by now. I done drove on the freeway by now. Like, it's like they say, practice makes perfect. So the more you do it, the more you get accustomed to it, the more it comes natural to you. Like, now I grab the car keys and I'm like, you ready to go? She come with me to certain places that I could go by myself, but I'm driving with a permit right now, and I don't have a license. So once I get my license, she don't always gotta come with me everywhere, but it's just nice to have somebody in the car too. And she wanted to come with me, and she liked that I drive now. Like, she liked that she the one in the passenger seat, and she the one in the passenger seat, and I'm the one driving. Like, she likes it now. Like, she probably enjoys it more than I do. But yeah, one thing I can say is driving is fun. Put your music on, pray, put your music on, keep your eyes on the road, drive for you, but also your surroundings, drive for others. Because you will see some crazy stuff out here on the road, but just stay prayed up, breathe. Like, sometimes I have to do breathing techniques before I pull off or while I'm driving, because I can feel my anxiety try to rise up, but I tell it, not today. Like, get on back, because not today. And so I kind of do like breathing techniques where I breathe in, inhale and exhale like 3 or 4 or 5 times until I feel myself like calming down, because I still do get that slight feel of like anxiety coming back while I'm driving or before I pull off from wherever I am. But then after I do the breathing techniques, it goes away. But like I said, so now I've probably only been driving, I would say, for the past 3 or 4 months. I don't really know. I just been driving, so I'm driving now, so I can't even calculate how long I've been driving, but then I'm driving now, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Like, that's pretty much how I overcame my fear of driving. Like, once I got behind the wheel, I just got behind the wheel and kept going. And now every day my family like, oh, look at you. Now they pressure me like, oh, when you gonna go take your driver's license? When you gonna go take your driver's license? When you gonna go get your driver's license? When you gonna go take your road test, basically? And I'm like, okay, I gotta schedule it. Like, I know I'm gonna schedule it. Like, hold on, I'm gonna schedule it. But I am gonna schedule it sooner or later. One thing two things I haven't done really. I haven't really parallel parked like that. I slightly tried it, but I need more practice on it, and I haven't did a 3-point turn. But a 3-point turn, I can do that. But I haven't been in a situation where I needed to do one, but I think I'm gonna just go in my neighborhood and just do one real quick. But as far as parking, that's good for me. As far as turning, right turns, left turns, that's good for me. I know my signals. I know the signs of the road, like stop signs, yield signs, stop lights and stuff like that, street lights, stuff like that. I know all that type of stuff. Yeah, rules of the road, I know all that. It's just the parallel parking and a 3-point turn that I need to do before I go take my road test, and then I'll be Gucci. I know how to back up in the reverse in a straight line, like all that type of stuff. I'll be Gucci. But yeah, like, I done drove my grandmother home one time, and she was like, "Oh, you a good driver." I was like, "Thank you, grandma." Period. But yeah, she was like, "I didn't get whiplash or nothing. Like, I wasn't, you know, tossing and turning in the car. I wasn't hanging onto the door. I wasn't holding on to the door." I was like, "Yeah, period. I know that's right." But because I'm a very cautious driver. Very cautious driver. Like, I look at my surroundings like I don't know what's like in the state I live in, Pooh. Let me tell you, I sit at but I think I'm gonna do that for the rest of my life. I sit at the green light for maybe 2 seconds before I pull off. Cause yeah, these cars like to fly past at red lights. But yeah, anyways, that's about it. Thank y'all for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Move at y'all own pace in life. Don't let nobody pressure y'all into doing something y'all not physically, emotionally, or spiritually ready to do. Do you. Move at your own pace. And yeah, just keep going. And that's that on that. Just keep going. And you got it. Trust me, sis, you got it. Just train your mind to think positive. Train your mind to think otherwise. Don't let nobody tell you what you can and can't do. Because you can do it. But do it when you're ready to do it. I'm 25 years old. And just now overcoming my fear of driving. Just now driving. And just now about to get her driver's license. There's people out here way past 25 years old that still ain't got their license or still not driving behind the wheel. Move at your own pace in life. Everybody is not the same. Don't let nobody compare you to nobody else, and don't compare yourself to nobody else, because at the end of the day, you can only be you, and you can only do what you physically and emotionally and spiritually and mentally ready to do. So lock in, sis. You got it. I love you. I love every single one of y'all. Thank y'all for tuning into this video. I'll be back though. Girl, I'll be back. Girl, don't worry. I will be back. Yes, I will. I promise. Pinky. I promise I'll be back. Pinky promise. Pinky promise. I'll be back, sis. Yes, I will. No, it won't be months on out. It won't be a year. It will not be a year, girl. Girl, I'll be back. Girl, bye. Bye.